people injured here. 3v3 Meridian High City blue team. It's Max Power plays a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Max Power, who created this map as well. Topi alongside is a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with an energy shield, and rounding off the blue team is Made in England, plays an Imperial Fist Techmarine. Some pretty good offense, starts off in ranged combat, can also support with structures and repair. And on the red team we have Crazyman, who I assume went random because he always does, and got another Techmarine alongside him. Caeltos, lead designer of Elite Mod, plays a Chaos Lord durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. And rounding off the teams is Floid as a Lictor Alpha melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt, some very good offense and a bit of support too. Now, you should all know what's going to happen here. We've all seen the map. You've probably seen how long this cast is. So we're going to see a meat grinder in the middle, and we'll see who comes out of it slightly less grinded up than the other team. Melee is, as a flesh hook on the Commissar Lord, melee is usually a big no-no on this map because it's quite difficult to flank. You do have a reasonable amount of space here, but it's quite close to the mid. On something like the refinery maps, you have a bit more room to flank, and if you want to go out wider, you need to deal with stairs, which nobody likes doing, especially if you have vehicles. But Floyd does love his melee build, so he might say screw it and get some gene stealers anyway. We have Caeltos with double CSM. I imagine they're going to be double markers each, because trying to run in Markov Corn guys would be a bit silly, I think. But this is Caeltos, and he often does try out builds you would not expect, because I assume he's trying out things to write his updates and try and break the game. Chaos Lord trying to cap. There's Kill the Weak on the Force Commander, finishes the cap, but he's going to need to retreat here. 498, 500 early on with the 2-to-1. Force Commander's going to die. Commissar Lord is staying back, which is a bit odd, but I thought he'd be running in and trying to tie up Marines and stuff. Doesn't have Aura of Discipline either. Lictor Alpha runs away. It's a close run thing. We have Grenade Launcher Heretics already from Caeltos. Double CSM, giving that really good presence here to the red team. Here comes the Sentinel though, and gets one of the squads. A bit late with his Corn Worship to move away there. And the Force Commander's back on his feet and turns the cap. What's going on north? Techmarine of Made in England's gone down. Crazyman with triple scouts. Is that triple snipers? It might be. And that might be insanely annoying on this map, even more annoying than that usually is. Hormagaunts. Oh, Floyd lost his Hormagaunts early on while I was rambling on about this map, and has replaced them. And has a Warrior Brood up already. Power on this map is very, very natural, so we're probably not going to see it hit, and it leads to some very long and suitably epic tier 3s. Assault Marines on the way from Max, his usual bid. We're probably going to see a Dreadnought from him as well. Topi with a heavy weapon squad. Spotters, I think, will be pretty damn good on this map, we'll see. If he backs it up with some spotters. Look at this pressure here from Crazyman. What is Made in England going to do against triple snipers, double Assault Marines or something? Because if he gets one Assault Marine squad, the first time he jumps, Crazyman's going to know, and he's just going to split his snipers up, surely. Here come a bunch of guardsmen too, trying to scare them off with their flashlights, but it doesn't work. And he's going to decap VP here, or at least try to. Can't really bash power with his scouts here. And he gives up the cap to shoot up this Commissar Lord, whose shield goes down. Grenade. Kills his own model with it, and loses another and runs away. Warrior Brood with a Barb Strangler, instant suppression with an air of effect and some decent damage output as well. Smack, sorry, on those tactical marines, hitting all three models, doing very good damage there. And Max with an epically failed grenade kills two of his own models. Assault Marines, what are they jumping to? Jumping behind the Warrior Brood, maybe they were within their minimum jump range, and they run away. We have Adrenal Glands up for this replacement Hormagaun Brood, being chased by a Force Commander. Sentinel taking big chunks of damage, and that thing is in trouble if those snipers get in range. combi flamer up for the Chaos Lord, gives him a very nice range weapon they can use while he's chasing things around, but the heavy weapon squad turns to engage here. And the Chaos Lord runs away through a bunch of stuff. Does he get away? He does. There's Malignant Blindness used early on by Caeltos, reducing the vision range of enemy stuff to almost nothing, not quite nothing. 471, 427. I assume it also reduces the keen sight range. We have double Eternal War CSM supported by Corn Worship. Works pretty well with all of the worships really. Nurgle gives you that durability behind cover, and Corn Worship allows you to kind of use poke play with your double CSM, which Chaos aren't very good at in tier 1. You can move in, shoot a bunch of crap, move off. He's an aspiring champion for his heretics, and we're going to see the Sentinel go down here. Ouch. 471, 408. Max power. Telling his teammates that there's 3 here. I think that's pretty obvious. Surely by now. Catachan Devils on the field for Topi. Very versatile infantry with a bunch of abilities. Can counter melee squads with a shotgun blast. They have power melee damage themselves. Can also disrupt from range, from ridiculous range, and support with a smoke grenade, and put down improvised explosives, and get an anti-vehicle weapon in tier 2. What can't those guys do? They can't die properly. That's what they don't do. Because they have like 4 squad leaders or something ridiculous, and they can have 6 models with like 13 hit points. Triple scouts into tactical marines for Crazyman, and red team have the mid sewn up, and they have the north sewn up as well. They have a node and the wreck point, and they have the south wreck, and Hormagaunts here capping. He needs to be careful though, because here comes Max with all of his stuff. 455, 404, he jumps. He needs to run away. Floid, is he paying attention here? He is paying attention, and they do get away. Not retreating his CSM then, Caeltos, to reinforce them. He's happy to keep them in the field. You can get some really good field presence out of double CSM with worship support. Silvermarin's jumping into a whole lot of trouble. There is the quick pin poison. CSM caught in a bad spot. There's the Unreliable missed them there, and there's Inspired Courage on those guardsmen, doubling their damage after an execution of a model. And heretics get away, but they cannot retreat for the duration. There's Immolates by the Chaos Lord's combi family. He's taking a lot of damage here from those Inspired Courage guardsmen. Wow, that was awesome damage. Does get a kill the week and runs away though. Lictor Alpha being a Lictor Alpha and trolling things. Doesn't have any war gear. He's already level 2. 408, 404. Is anyone else level 2? Chaos Lord almost. Techmarine halfway. Force Commander. Oh, Commissar was level 2. And the Mastercrafted Bolter for Made in England, and Signum on the way. Signum is awesome. Commissar Lord, does he get away? Triple scouts everywhere at the moment. I think he's going to go down here. Yeah, down he goes. Should be able to revive pretty easily. Triple cap for red team heading into tier 2. Dreadnought on the way immediately from max power, obviously. And we're going to see at least one plasma cannon from him, I guarantee it. Chimera on the field for Topi. Whirlwind on the field for Made in England. This thing gets quite a lot of hate from a lot of Space Marine players. They think it's useless. We'll see how it does. I hate facing these things, personally. Disruption is pretty awesome, if unreliable. 335, 404. How much do they cost? I think they're 70 power or something like that, maybe 80 power. Tactical Marines with a Sergeant. Lost a model behind cover. And here comes that Chimera leading the lines for blue team. Allows you to reinforce and transport allied infantry. Ouch. What was that? Was that Emperor's Wrath? No, it wasn't. He's down. I don't know what that was. 303, 404. Maybe that was just the Catachans. No, they're back here. What was it? Oh, it's the Whirlwind, you fool. Of course it is. 293, 404. Pay attention, Indrid. This Chimera is being chased by Adrenal Gland Warriors. Does that mean he's getting Gene Stealers on this map, really? He does have a Zoanthrope, and he does have Venom Brood. So most likely range Synapse. 271, 404. Whirlwind doing work against his double CSM. That was nasty. And they lose a model there. These guys down to one model. Need to run away, surely. Keeping them in the field. Immolate misses everything. We do have a Corn Shrine up, and that buffs the damage of your surrounding units, not your allies, so it's buffing the damage of all of Caeltos' units. And he's gone for a Dreadnought surely Markov Zinch on this thing with an enemy Dreadnought, an enemy Chimera and an enemy Whirlwind on the field. Dreadnought also for Crazyman. Has Max gone for the Motor? No, he's gone for the Assault Cannon. There's that auto cannon doing damage from the Chaos Dreadnought. And we might see multiple shrines here from Caeltos. That might be what he's testing out in this game. 262-404. He knows he's going to be up against bunkers and stuff, so he wants some structures of his own. Those things will spit out bloodletters as well, and the heretics can worship them for the bloodletters to come out the shrines faster. So here's the zone throw. Artillery piece, no setup time, no friendly fire, and a health regeneration aura to Tyranids. Aggressive Dreadnought play from Crazyman. Has he overextended this thing? He's way into enemy territory. Vengeance rounds loaded in by Made in England. There's their anti-vehicle round. Assault Marines jumping, and they don't have a melter bomb. Why would they jump there? Just try and hold up this Dreadnought perhaps. 235-404. And red team in kind push. That was some good distraction play there from Crazyman, but now Caeltos and Floid are 3v2. Chaos Dreadnought being used in melee combat. Still no sign of that Markov Zinch upgrade, which I'm pretty surprised at. I thought he'd go for it immediately to try and combat this enemy Dreadnought, and Crazyman is an illustrious Dreadnought here, I think, because there is a missile launcher tactical marine squad, an enemy Dreadnought which is forcing melee combat with its free arm, still doing a reasonable amount of heavy melee. Bunch of stuff dying in the mid there. Wow, las cannon getting shots from Topi's heavy weapon team, and down goes that Dreadnought of Crazyman. Should have backed that thing the hell off when he had the chance. Shrine now taking shots, Zone Throat taking shots. He needs 2 Zone Throats, I think, to really put a dent in Marines and stuff. Capillary Tower, as you see, giving sight radius and speed buffs, and also some synapsy little things. Here are the Gene Stealers. They did make an appearance. Very, very dangerous melee squad with power melee damage, and they can get a tier 3 upgrade which gives them heavy melee damage, benefiting from the melee synapse of that warrior brood. Superb melee squad, but are they going to be able to make a dent in anything on this map? A bunker is already up. Don't think it's been upgraded yet unless it is a repair bunker. And look at this, a tarantula turret as well from Made in England. No sign of any beacons. Tier 3 for Floid. Made in England already there. He has Sternguard veterans with Vengeance rounds loaded still. 196-401. 2-1 cap for blue team. Is this the beginning of a very slowly ground out victory for the blue team? Can red team push back against this with that bunker support? We do have double Markov Zinch as expected. The only choice really in this situation, running Markov Corn guys in would be crazy. Or trying to in a way. We'll see how Floyd does, but he does have that beefy melee synapse to help him out, which could be a hindrance as well if he gets a big synapse chain of death. Sternguard veterans also on the field for Crazyman. Down goes the Techmarine. Xenos Power Claw on the field for the Commissar Lord. Are we going to see the Emperor's Wrath? I love that thing. 196-374 Inspired Courage, and red team are pushing mid again. The Crazyman with the distraction, and they use it to push. Assault Cannon barrage, very nicely done by Max. Jumping in are some Assault Marines, and it's all kicking off here. Gene Stealers moving in with their Rending Claws purchased. In fact, they're going straight after the Dreadnought. There's the Adrenal Rush, allowing them to regenerate health on each hit, or gain health on each hit I should say, and increase their damage and their speed. And Venom Brooder there, can they deal with this Dreadnought? Assault Marines jump, and full retreat from Floyd. Could he have done that a bit better? Probably was the safe thing. Caeltos a bit too far away to support that push there, and if he didn't run away he might have lost his Zone Throat and his Venom Brood and stuff. 196-351. He can come back and push another day. Imperial Guard bunker with a las cannon inside. Is that a direct hit on those CSM? Whoa, a bunch of guardsmen dying. That is what they're there for though, to be honest. We have Havocs with a las cannon. Good luck getting to tier 2 now, Caeltos. There's more heretics as well. and he's fully kitted out his Chaos Lord, Icon of Khorne, Mantle of Hate. So you might see him get a melee weapon here. Armored Inferno would have been the obvious thing, but it is Caeltos again. He usually tries stuff out. Crazyman with Hellfire rounds loaded in on his Stern Guard veterans. Plasma Cannon up for max power, of course. And Carnifex on the way for Floyd. Now he has some meat behind his army, or in fact in front of his army if he gets a Thorn back. I think all of... Ouch. Nice grenade then from Made in England, taking out the Havocs. I think all of the upgrades for the Carnifex will do pretty well here. Maybe if he gets a Thorn back and a Venom Cannon. Carnifex, one of each. Tyranid tier 2 I don't think is that great in this kind of situation when it's a kind of grind. Unless he just mass his own throats. Otherwise you're better off just getting tier 3 up as soon as you can for your monstrous creatures. I mean, even running in G-Stealers is so risky. If there's a bunch of plasma damage around and they focus your warriors, you're just gonna be ruining the day you tried to push. What is this? Marines pushing really hard from Crazyman. He's retained these 2 top points. He's put a lot of pressure on his VP over and over and over again. His Techmarine still down. Look at this though. Red team pushing south with Floyd, trying to flank around stuff. And we have a Terminator Force Commander. Are we going to see the heavy flamer up? Maybe he'll get Lightning Claws to try and go toe to toe with the Tyranids. That'll be pretty cool to see, especially if he gets Assault Terminators as well. 196, 278. Here's that Carnifex, and he's going for the Thorn back. So he can charge that in, create chaos, and then move in his G-Stealers to mop stuff up. We'll see how it does. He is also a Tyranid as well, so he can use Turner Formation to one-shot that bunker. And we do see markers each on the Dreadnought. He needs to move forward a bit though to target that Chimera. What are these scouts up to? Down they go, Lightning Claws up on the Chaos Lord. Really not giving himself a chance of getting to tier 3, is he? There's Bloodlust on all of this stuff, buffing damage for each hit they have. Down goes the Commissar Lord, is he? No, puts his shield up. There's the Forensic Barrage, 196, 252, Las Cannon, Predator Tank from Made in England. Floyd pushing south though, massive engagement. Carnifex just about gets away. Trying to keep a wide angle so you can see everything here. 196, 245. Down goes the Chaos Dreadnought. What was that? I'm not sure what took it down, to be honest. Down goes Made in England's Techmarine. It's losses all round. Floyd pushing way too hard here, going after the Predator tank. I think he could have turned and taken out that Chimera then. And look at this, he's gone for Lightning Claws on his Force Commander Terminator. Not a very popular choice. I think the reason you go for a Terminator Force Commander is because it gives you the access to those very strong ranged weapons. I think if you want a melee Force Commander, just stick to the usual guy. Instead of spending 200, 100 and losing all your war gear for Lightning Claws, I don't think it's quite worth it. 181, 235. Predator tank with that las cannon doing work, but red team have mid. So that was a very good push. Floyd with a massive push in the south. Crazyman push on north. Caeltos through the mid. In contrast, blue team seem to be focusing all of their offense through the mid. And that's hurting them at the moment because they don't have the line set up that they want with like multiple bunkers and beacons and all sorts of nonsense. The Whirlwind is still going. Force Commander Terminator goes down, reviving. But it wasn't for nothing. Techmarine does get away. Master Coveted Bolter and Signum. And Caeltos pushing a bit too far forward then. Should have backed off once they capped that mid, I think. Because now, blue team can cap mid unopposed, I think, which is a very rare thing on Meridian. So that's going to happen. Floyd Carnifex healing up at base. Is he going to get another one? Or does he want a Swarm Lord or something? Or maybe even a Doom of Malantai. Lictor Alpha's down over here. Topi is still in tier 2, so no Baneblade coming anytime soon. That Force Commander Terminator cannot level up. He does get a teleporter though, and he can retreat. The only Terminator variant that can retreat, unless you count the Chaos Lord and the Brother Captain as Terminator variants, which I suppose you might. Understood. Lightning Claws, Mantle of Hate, Icon of Khorne up for the level 4 Chaos Lord of Caeltos. And there is the, what's it, Drain Life, yes, on the Commissar, which does basically nothing there. 80, 2, 3, 4. I've never thought that war gear was much good, to be honest. Maybe in a 1v1 you can disable an enemy commander, but in the maelstrom or 3v3s it doesn't seem to have that much effect. Unless you're on a big solo lane or something. Havocs with that las cannon covering the VP. Repair bunker is up. That's going to be difficult to dislodge. Apart from a Toronto formation hitting the field, Floid has a lot of resources here, and he's not getting a carnifex, so we might see a swarm lord here. 80 215. Crazyman continues his push on the north side. Tactical Marines run away though. Stone Guard veterans using their Kraken bolts against enemy Stone Guard veterans, but that's a lot of support. And Made in England has Terminators now with an assault cannon. Vanguard veterans from Max Power, really? I thought for sure he was saving up for his own Terminator squad, but I guess not. Force Commander Lightning Claws hanging back. Here comes the Carnifex, a bit isolated. What is Floyd doing, trying to push alone? He's not alone. Here comes Caeltos alongside. Oh, Genesters was so close to those Plasma Devastators, then got hit by a Whirlwind barrage. I think, where the heck is the Whirlwind? Where is it? It's back here. And there's the Hunter Killer Missile on the Carnifex, as you saw. Devastator Plasma Cannon is forced off. That is a Basilisk Flare. No Manticore, which are generally very strong on this map, being a very powerful artillery piece. Down goes the Force Commander Terminator. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Well, chase down Tyranids, obviously, but it didn't work out. Chaos Lord, Lightning Claws actually do more DPS, 100 DPS, compared to 70 for the Force Commander or Loyalist Lightning Claws, but they do not have the area of effect. Made in England pushing quite hard with his Predator tank, gonna eat some rear armors, and that thing is done for. Down it goes. Crazyman has some Terminators of his own with that awesome Cyclone missile launcher, which has insane range. There's an orbital, and which doesn't hit anything, but it did force everything to retreat, which is just as good on this map. But now they can cap mid and consolidate. No even attempt at a thought to push power though. 80 179, 1-to-1 cap. Can the red team get the VPs they need to see this out? They are capping blue team's natural. Really good work here from Crazyman. Triple scouts, disintegrating Stone Guard veterans, are they? Bang bang. Oh, they would have if they didn't retreat in time. 73 179. So they have about 100 VPs to make up, which is not that much. Here come those Terminators with those Storm Bolters, Power Fists, and Cyclone Missile Launchers on top. And those things are awesome. They could probably quite easily shoot the length of this mid here. Caeltos still stuck in tier 2 with his Havocs and his double CSM. He's getting another Chaos Dreadnought here. Lim Russ on the way for Topi. Predator tank on the way for max power. Another las cannon from Crazyman. Perhaps las cannons are so good on this map that as soon as a vehicle even tries to take a look, bang, hit by a las cannon, snared, and then everything just jumps on him. Lictor Alpha using his infiltration to sneakily decap, but once he starts capping, he's going to eat a face full of las fire. He's level 3, has Toxin Miasma and Adrenal Glands. Really, he didn't go for Deadly Jump on this map, or is it Deadly Leap? One of them, but that would have been awesome on this map. Surely he can instantly shut down setup teams with it. There's a tier 3 Lictor, and this thing does not mess around. 1200 hit points, as you see there. Heavy melee damage, almost 100 DPS of it. He can infiltrate for free, does not lose energy while he's infiltrated, has a flesh hook and a deadly jump. Really is an amazing sub commander. Only reason you don't see it more often is because Carnifexes are awesome. 73 163. Floyd does use it quite often though. Vanguard veterans jumping in crazily into a Tyranid blob with the Chaos Lord there. Max Power surely did not see though. Look at this. He switched the assault cannon on his Force Commander and he's going to die, is he? No, he gets away, I think. Chaos Lord trying to chase him, but it's futile. 65 163. Did I just hear an orbital? No, I didn't. Zoanthrope still kick in for Floyd. There's that Cyclone Missile Barrage. And again, really good pressure on the north by Crazyman. 56 163. Another Basilisk Flare. This might be a dead Dreadnought. Chaos Dreadnought moving into melee combat, is he? Where is he going? 49163. No idea. Taking shots, but he's going to go down. He's going to lose his Chaos Dreadnought. Might have been a misclick. I'm not sure why he moved it forward there. 48163. Maybe he was going after something else. Seemed to be well in range of the enemy Dreadnought, but didn't fire at it. Zone Threat continues to get shots. He needs two of those things, and some more ranged Carnifexes wouldn't go amiss from Floid. He's got one Thornback. Does he have another one that I can't see on the roster? I don't think so. No. That bunker still stands. Floid using all of his red so far on capillary towers. And are they really needed on this map? Really, it's not that big. Do you need that +1 speed to get out of base? Got two of them, three of them lined up, four of them. 48161. Something just disintegrated under range fire. That was Termagants. What was going on? Was that Termagants? I don't know. Some dead rippers there. Look at this line now from the blue team. A repair bunker supporting Lehman Russ, Chimera, Whirlwind, and a Predator tank with extra armor on it. Lehman Russ doesn't have a weapon upgrade from what I can see. Look at this though, Crazyman again pushing north, doing a fantastic job, but here is a Land Raider Redeemer. Good luck with that. That's just going to move forward into his lines and use the frag assault, which is awesome. 48147. Blue team continue to hold their lines, and we do have the Emperor's Wrath now. Level 5 Commissar Lord also has Carapace armor. The Lictor Alpha is going to try and decap now under infiltration. It should be able to do so, or is he? Because there is Emperor's Wrath. Boom. Whoa. And he's going to die here, I think. Does he get away, really? Yes, 13 hit points. Gets away. Vanguard Veteran jumping in, and Gene Stealer's right in their face immediately, going after the zone threat pit. But they're going to need to jump away, I think. Because Gene Stealers on your face is not good. Almost take out the zone throat and then defensively jump away. So that is something that Raptors wouldn't be able to do unless they were like level 2 at least. Level 3 maybe even, I think. 48147. Bunker lives, just about. Crazyman trying to take it out alongside Caeltos there. Whoa. One shot from the tank took out about 82,000 heretics there. Caeltos. Look at the red team, they have their rosters full of stuff and they just can't push through. Caeltos still in tier 2 with double Lascannon Havocs. Blue team just have the better build for the mid of the map here. Floyd's stubborn choice to go with his beloved Gene Stealers is not really paying off. They haven't done a whole lot, they're not even level 2 yet. 48122. Double zone throw straight into tier 3 Carnifexes would have been better, I think. 48118, and I would have kept that Barb Strangler Warrior Brooder. There's Bloodlust again, but they are forced off. Lascannon getting shots on those Terminators. Boom. What is this? Is this a Venerable Dreadnought? Please be a Venerable Dreadnought from Made in England. I think it is. Yes, awesome. He's used this just to run around and run amok and have some fun. As long as everything's fighting this thing, they're not capping mid. He's probably going to lose it immediately, but who cares? Got marked target on it, taking shots from a bunch of stuff. There's a rocket run. Boom. And Venerable is in amongst it, and he's now trying to move it off. In fact, he's trying to save this fella. Gene Stealer's knocked around again, and there's a Stoicism. The Dreadnought is done for. Gets 10 seconds of increased damage, constant inspiration before it dies. Emperor's Fist, really good play. Really good play, a good Venerable, I think. Kept them off the VP and gave line of sight for that rocket run. 48-83. Blue team sitting pretty. But look at those rosters. With double Carnifexes now for Floyd. He's gone double Thornback though. Why would you do that? Give one of a Venom Cannon, surely. Or a Barb Strangler even. It might work. He charges both of them in alongside a Toronto formation, and then everything else runs in. That could be really, really bad for blue team. We'll see how it goes. But does he put the Toronto formation on a bunker to one-shot it, or does he try and wipe a bunch of guardsmen out and make them retreat so they can't repair. We will see. That whirlwind doing fantastic work. Look at the range. 48, 58. That was an Emperor's Wrath, I think. Kicking off big time again. Here's the march of the Carnifexes going straight after the Dreadnought, and that Dreadnought's done for if it's not careful. It's taking las cannon shots as well. Is that the Terminator Force Commander's gone back to Lightning Claws? Can he switch for free? I didn't know that. Maybe he repurchased it. Toronto formation goes off, takes down the bunker. 48, 43. A fantastic push by the red team. And down goes that Dreadnought, taken out by a sync kill from the Carnifex. Absolute mayhem here. Another bunker goes up though, and these Carnifexes, I should say, are now in trouble. That one poops out some rippers and runs away, and gets away. Nice escape from Floid. Plaza Cannon though, hitting those heretics that are trying to cap there. Frag assaults on Crazyman stuff. He still has his snipers. There's an orbital, 48, 37. It's very, very close. 1-to-1 cap. Orbital goes off, and another one. And that's a Basilisk Flare. Absolute bedlam. Land Red Redeemer getting shots on those Terminators is going to finish them off. I think Multi-Melt now coming into play at that range. Bombardment's going off. The Lictor Alpha is in the air. In fact, that's the tier 3 Lictor with that heavy melee indicator. And he's a detector. Look at that. Does he go down from the orbital? He does not, but he is thrown into a hell of a lot of trouble, and he's not in retreat. Now he is. And goes down. Yes. Wow, that was awesome. A really good push from red team, but a really good counter push again from blue. They just couldn't sustain it. The other bunker comes up, and there's a beacon now as well. What are you meant to do? Lictor Alpha goes down, trying to sneak a cap there. 33-37. Red team actually have the single. Because now mid is capped. Now it's a 1-to-1. Look at the state of the middle. Bodies and green crapper and molten stuff everywhere. Sword runs away, is level 6. Commissar Lord is level 9. Good grief, he's done really well. Made in England's Techmarine level 4, Crazyman's Techmarine level 2, and the Lictor Alpha level 4 now back on the field. That's the Tarantula turret going up. Maybe we'll see the missile turret to get some shots on those Carnifexes. That was crazy. There's desperation here from Crazyman trying to cap, but he loses his army pretty much, and that is GG for the blue team. They've won this now. No way. Red team are coming back in this. No way. Lictor Alpha goes down again. How many times has he gone down? 30, 20. 2-to-1 for blue team, and I think they are going to hold on. March of the Carnifex. A lone Carnifex here to avenge the other one that fell. It's still level 1. There's the charge, but he runs into the VP, which is annoying. 2-to-1 still. Blue team going to take it at the end here. That's kind of moving up. Caeltos did not get out of tier 2. And there you have it. Blue team taking it with a suitably chaotic ending. Awesome stuff. Wow. Let's look at the commanders at the end. Did he get level 10? No, he didn't. Got level 9 at the end there, Sir Topi. Made in England level 5 he hit. Techmarine down for Crazyman level 3. Crazyman did really well pushing the north. Caeltos level 6 Curse Lord could not get out of tier 2. And Lictor Alpha level 4 who went down a million times, but Floid did some really nice crazy pushes with his Carnifexes. And yeah, some really nice play. Pretty campy from blue team, we have to say, with a bunker mid, a bunch of vehicles, and well, it was up to red team to break the lines, and they didn't. Floid making a mistake, I think, going for his Gene Stealers, but didn't do a whole lot. I think multiple zone throats with some ranged Carnifexes would have been a whole lot better, especially with those double las cannons for Caeltos. If everything was distracted by Carnifexes, he could have pushed those las cannons up and done some real damage. But there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.